Welcome back, and today again we are looking at the Children's Bible in 365 stories. This is Getting to Know God series, which hopefully we can learn about God um, in a childlike way so that we can develop our faith and get to know Him and learn about Him and what He wants us to be like, and have discussions with each other and to share and to grow. So I hope this helps. Today is the 11th. Wow, and this story is based on Genesis 11. The sky's the limit, and it's about the Tower of Babel. Noah and his sons settled down to farm the land, and Noah planted vines. They had many children, and their children had many children too. They began to spread out and fill the world as God had instructed Noah. One group of wanderers decided to settle down to make themselves famous. Let's stop here in this plain, they said, and build a great city. We shall be famous far and wide. We shall build the highest tower that anyone has ever seen. We'll reach the sky itself. They set to work at once, making bricks from mud and straw and baking them hard in the hot sun. They used tar and mortar to fix the bricks together, but God was not pleased. It made him sad and angry to see that once again people wanted to please themselves and try to become great and self-important. They were too full of pride and selfishness to follow his wise plan for them. God knew that there would be no end to the schemes that they would make to go their own foolish ways. Soon they would become as bad as the people that had lived before the flood. So he decided to scatter them in all directions before they grew even more boastful and ambitious. They could not understand one another anymore, for their languages were different. This was part of God's plan to stop them from plotting together to bring evil and disaster on the world, as mankind had done in the days of Noah. The proud Tower of Babel stood unfinished forever, soon to be nothing but a heap of tumbled bricks. Great story. Let's have a think, write down some ideas of what lessons we learn about God in this story. So, for me, it's similar to the story of Noah with regards to obedience. God talks about being self-important and not listening to his plan. So the lesson is about obedience and listening to God. If God doesn't want you to build a tower, he doesn't want you to build a tower. If God wants you to sit and read, then that's what God wants you to do. If God wants you to go and spend time with your Aunt Beryl, then that's what you need to go and do. Because God knows the plans ahead for each and every one of us. And there may be wisdom that Aunt Beryl has for you that you need to hear in order for you to be successful in another area of your life. Check out with God what he wants you to do on a day-to-day basis. And it's not any excuse for any of you who can say, but God never said I should go to work. Yes, God wants you to be obedient and to work and to take care of your responsibilities and to pay your bills and not to try and pull a fast one on anyone. But there are certain things that God does want you to do, and there are certain things that you probably don't want to do. Interesting lesson today. There are a few things that I need to write down about today. God bless you. Have a great day.